Thanks for joining this session. My name is Ilya, and yeah, as Kate just presented, I work in Unity as a business development manager. And today we're going to talk about monetization beyond ads. So you probably know that there are different kinds of models, how you monetize your games. It's either premium, freemium, ads, IP-driven. We're going to talk about this new paradigm. So to begin with, let's think about the new industries that have emerged in the last 10 years, for example. Imagine companies like Netflix, Spotify, what else? Facebook. All of them are using one very specific thing that still hasn't come to monetization of games. And that is personalization. So with personalization, we believe that we can deliver experiences to players that are certainly tied to their preferences, their skills, their interests, and everything personal related to them. So this is what Unity is focusing today on, and I'm happy to share where we are now and what we're bringing to the market. So a lot of people believe that optimization is the key. I don't think so anymore, because optimization is usually being made towards one specific cohort of users. Say you have people that spend money in your game. They're skillful, they know how to play this strategy game, for example, yet you have another large group of people that you kind of leave out of attention. We believe that this is not right, and you should serve your game to everyone who play it. So, to deliver the best experiences, you have not just to optimize, but to personalize. And that is done by different products, different tools, and I'm going to share two of them that we have developed and offer it to the public. First of all, forget about eCPM. This is not the metric you should focus on, because the real metric, the ultimate profitability metric, is LTV. And a lot of people forget about it, they neglect the importance of it, they still focus on eCPM when they calculate the profitability of different ad performance networks. And this is not just a number, actually, it's a heavy equation of different variables, which includes IP revenue, ad revenue, and the most evil two things, retention rate and session length. So a while ago, we conducted a survey among thousands of developers, and we asked, what keeps you awake at night? And you won't believe, or you will probably know, but the majority said retention rate. And we believe that it's a big problem, not even a problem, more like a challenge that developers are facing, and we decided to help you with that. So if we think about retention, what it's driven by, it's mostly the quality of the game, how interesting or how the game matches the audience you're targeting, and of course some thingy-bingies you're making in the game to keep players playing. For example, unlock new features or daily rewards and all that. But there's not a really key metric, a key reason why retention rates are dropping, and they're really related to performance. So your game can be great, but people with lower devices are not able to play it. It either crashes, or the FPS is like 7 and you're not playing a game, but rather watching some kind of a screenshot session. So this is not how it should be. And we believe that people are mixing two things, and they're not using them efficiently, and this is business and joy. So the real solution here is to find the balance between making business with your game and providing the joy to your players. So if you focus on just one group, yeah, okay, they're bringing you the money, you're making the game for them. But if you focus on joy for every groups, all the different groups of players, then you will reach this ultimate goal of serving a product for the majority of your audience. And why we presented business and joy as two factors? Well, we also made one survey, and we asked, how do you make enough money so that you can keep your business going, specifically mobile gaming business? And a lot of developers said, oh, well, yes, if we make money, we start serving ads, we kind of cannibalize the user experience, and in the end of the day, users are going to leave the game because of the ads, because they're annoying. Well, again, there's always should be a balance. And the picture should look like that, not the way it looked before. And I'm glad to tell that we know how to solve this problem. We have two products, rewarded personalized placements and LiveTune, which I'm going to talk about now. So, as I said before, optimization, you should forget about it. You should focus on personalization because this is the real key. And together with Unity, we'll try to achieve it. So, this product called Personalized Placement is right now in beta. We launched it last quarter in closed beta, and now it's open beta, and we're probably going to make it public for everyone next month. And basically what we do, we're taking billions of different data signals from the games, starting from the time people spend watching a certain ad, or for how long they're stuck on a certain level, which kind of genres they have been playing before, and we're building those like profiles of different players. This helps us to change, to segment different kinds of ads and experiences in the game. For example, say you have a player that has never played strategy game, and you are developing a strategy game. This player has no clue that you have to gather resources or attack a village. And we know that, so we're going to show him the most basic beginner level tutorial in the beginning of the game. Say another example, a player has been playing Game of War or Clash of Clans for like 2 years, and he joined your game, which is also strategy. Why would he have to spend another 30 minutes going through this tutorial if you can just show him, oh, this is how our game works, we know that you know how this stuff works, so here you go, join the game. This helps to solve the problem with day one retention. And well, when I play games and I have to go through a really long tutorial, it kind of gets annoying. So if this is personalized and optimized, the experience is better. So here you can see 6 factors, and we specifically outlined ad and IAP promo because this is what we're focusing on. Basically, we have rewarded video ad flow, which many developers use, and we decided that we can actually optimize the flow by adding in-app purchase promotions in the flow. The other 4 are tutorial manager, cross-promo, some other new features and tips and tricks. But this is going to be presented at later sessions, not today. So let's focus on IAP promo and ads. A lot of developers are using their own hard-coded solutions to promote in-app purchases. And a lot of the times, they're not really efficient. I mean, it's a good way to drive your IAP revenue up, but still it's really general. You don't know what's the average, for example, transaction amount that this specific user does, or what's his average budget, how much money he spends. If he's, I don't know, stuck at a certain point in the game, is he more likely to make a purchase today, or now, or at a later stage? So with Unity, we started analyzing all those different data points to understand where the user is more likely to spend money in your game. And say, I'm playing Candy Crush. And I'm stuck at level 147. And I'm trying to play, I'm waiting until my lives go back, recover, and I'm still stuck. And then I get this rewarded video to get another life. And instead of seeing an ad, I see a promotion that, oh, you can actually buy gems like with 70% discount today, just now, 5 seconds. And even if I don't buy, even if I don't commit to purchase, I will still get the reward. But I'm more likely to actually commit the purchase, and then developer will know that, oh, this guy actually can spend money. And let's promote more IAPs for this group of people, like how they behave. We profile them in different ways and help you increase IAP revenue without cannibalizing ad revenue. Another experience is, this is a more practical experience. So the first picture shows end card of an ad, and the other one shows an IAP promo. So both are shown after clicking on the rewarded video button. But for example, the second one is shown to a player who acts like a paying user. Even if he hasn't spent a penny in your game, we can predict that this player's behavior is more likely to look like as a spender. So we're going to mix ads and IAP promotions in the same flow to ensure a more optimized and personalized ad experience. For example, it basically shows the button, the flow, the reward. If the person made a purchase or not, he still gets the reward. Right, so with this product during our testing period, we achieved total revenue increase by 10% with our partner Max Games. And the most important part is that we helped them discover another 38% of paying audience, the one that the part of this audience that they couldn't before reach to. And of course, the amount of payments increased by 31%. Again, people get the promotions in front of their face without the requirement to go to the shop, so it's less clicks, faster action. Another product is called LiveTune. So this is the one that we developed to help you optimize game performance. And in the basics, in the core of this product, we have device intelligence. Let's see the next slide, and let's raise your hand if any of you has experienced something like that. Ratings about low ratings in App Store, where people complain that their games are crashing, low performance, and this heavily affects your strategy, monetization strategy, and user acquisition strategy. Because, for example, 50% of one-star reviews are actually related to bad performance, and this is not just a rating problem. It actually affects your user acquisition because, for example, you're buying users at this and this channel. People click on the ad, they get to the App Store, and then before downloading, they actually check the rating. And if the rating is bad, your conversion rate from clicks to installs gets lower, so your user acquisition costs increases, your LTV goes down, and yeah, it's a big problem. And we found a solution to that by gathering huge device intelligence data of more than 50,000 different devices. And I will tell you why this number is so big. It's because we actually even check where the phone was assembled. So for example, Galaxy S5 assembled in India and the one assembled in Taiwan are actually made with different parts. So their performance is different. And we help you to run, not just run tests. This number is like 5,000 more than the number of devices you test your game before pre-launch. So by using LiveTune, you can actually deliver your game to different kinds of devices and make sure more people are able to play the game with better performance, hence better retention rate, higher LTV, more money. In short, this is how the product works. So for example, you have different levels of graphics in case your game is 3D. You can change the quality of objects, the resolution, and you can map them to certain kinds of FPS metrics. For example, your optimal FPS in your game is like 20 to 30 FPS. FPS is frames per second, just in case. And through dynamic optimization, we can see how this device performs with that kinds of quality levels of assets. And we, in real time, change the graphics on the next launch of the game. So for example, the user starts the game, it's laggy, blah, 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 then he either gets a crash or he gets asked to restart the game. And after the restart, graphics change to reach this optimal level of FPS that is playable. Another video that I really wanted to show, but apparently it's not going to work again. It shows how FPS changes with our partner Yoda One. The game is called Rodeo Stampede, I think. Yes. Oh no, this is the Roller Coaster Tycoon, and we increased FPS by around like 25%, which led to day one retention rate increase of 26%. And can you imagine, just by implementing a free product with like no lines of code, just tick, configure, you get 17% more LTV. Well, that's a no-brainer, I think. And yes, you don't have to work 200 hours to engineer this on your end. And this is what we're offering for free today. How we achieve that, why we're doing it. Many of you know that Unity is the leading game engine, mobile game engine specifically. We run through billions of data points across hundreds of thousands of games, so we have the data to build the products. Another thing that distinguishes us is we stopped focusing on eCPM, even with our ads business. We were more focused on LTV because we strongly believe that this is what really matters in the end of the day. And our another goal was to make all our products really easy to use, really easy to integrate. A lot of indie developers probably experienced that while building games with Unity. So yes, we focus on making the easiest and most impactful solutions for game developers. Just some numbers to close the session with. More than 3 billion devices were reached with Unity games, Unity ads in the last month. 24 billion installs of made with Unity game in the last 12 months. 10.2 billion ads were served each month. And yeah, the number of minutes spent in our game is also quite big. It's 8.8 billion. That's it for today. If you have more questions about the product, I can share more detailed information, technical questions, show some videos that I wasn't able to show. But I really want to thank you for coming here. It was my first time speaking, so you were a good crowd.
Yeah, thank you very much for presentation, like spot on, top notch. Do you guys, what do you think about AR, VR? Like any insights on this?
That's a good question. If I had a longer session, I would show our AR developments and ads business. We're currently developing we're focusing on AR and VR as a company, and we do have some developments ready. Unfortunately, some of them are under NDA, so we cannot show them. But I'm sure that by winter, around December time, we will make it public. Or I'm not sure, I hope we will make it public and show some examples that we have achieved with our partners. So we believe that in a couple of years, AR will start taking market by storm, especially with all the developments like Magic Leap, Meta 2. This market has a big potential, and yes, we have our eye on it.